Tes tes tes. Oke. So bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And here I'm going to do my last project in 9th grade, and it's about portfolio presentation. And it's going to be the last, but not the least maybe, because I still got a few things more to do. And it's one of the biggest project on 9th grade. And start from now, or maybe start from now till 30 or even more, I'm going to explain what's all of things that I've done inside IDN. But before that, thank you very much for everything that you have done on me, changed me myself maybe, and the other thing. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. It's a portfolio, and is the what, the main page. I mean the cover of portfolio. As you can see, portfolio, and here, as you can see, this is the description of CV and portfolio and the other stuff. And Ghazwan Rayyana, that's my name. And there's going to be a few things here that explain who is me and what am I. And next, profile. Yeah, so it's me. Just call me Raya, born in blah 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 blah. So this is the description of my portfolio. And next, so we skip the CV design because our main focus it's the text CV. As you can see here, I got some skills, experience about me, but it's not completed yet. Achievement and education progress. I start from TK Nurul Yakin in 2015 till 2016, and SDIT Buah Hati first on 2016 till 2022, and now SMP IDN boarding school 2022 till 2025. That's my education. And I got some quotes here if you want to see it. So next, table of content. It's still a blank design here, but who cares? So next, informatica or IT project. So let's talk about the first things here. So I got my 7th grade project here, catching fruit. It's a scratch game. As you can see here, so our main objective here to catch the fruit and make sure don't touch this guy. So what is that guy? It's a bug. So we got point in this game, and the apple. So we got, if I'm not mistaken, we got apple and bananas, and maybe the other things. I forget one last fruit. And we need to collect all of these things and make sure it entered the bowl. And the next thing is the next favorite project, on my opinion, is Bombercat. It's Bombercat. So Bombercat. So we got a scratch logo there. You remember that cats, right? And our main objective is to stay here as long as we can. I mean to kill the. I mean, don't say kills. To eliminate the crab. Our MC here, our main character here, got some bomb. And what's the bomb going to do? So example, I will move here and then go here, then boom, we just eliminate the first crab. Then I will move here, and the second, third, and fourth. Then we're going to win. What about the next project? So the next project, we got running ball. This is one of the first built box. Okay, as you guys can see, this one is scratch and this one is built box. Both of them are different. So running ball, it's a built box game. So our main objective here, make sure never touch these red things and just run maybe, so we can move left and right here. And make sure don't touch these red things. And we got score. Every a few seconds, we will earn more and more. And next thing is jumping cube. Wait. So we got jumping cube here. Yeah. So jumping cube. So how to play this game? The only things that we can do is jumping and goes left and right. That's all. And make sure don't touch this spiky, scary things, or else you're going to be eliminated. And the last 7th grade project on IT that I personally really like, it's school web. So, oh, maybe this one of them, but I got another one that I like. So school web, it's a 7th grade project. We make this thing on Google site. So I just create my previous elementary school website, and I hope it's good. So we get the main color here, orange, blue, and nothing. Other than that, we got some background of what the school going to look like. So that's all for 7th grade. Let's move on to 8th grade. So on 8th grade project, we got UI design. This is a Figma project, as you can see, Figma software. So what the main purpose on UI? So UI and UX, it's just the imagination, or we can make the developer easier to think what to do next. Maybe that's all. And I'm creating e-commerce apps here. It's a W app. I forget what to do that time, but I'm thinking of W and app, and it's cool. So that's all. Moving on to the next thing, we got line follower. So what is line follower? It's a microbit robot. As you can see on this image, this is the screenshot of my demo with my friends, I forget whom. So the point of the robot here is going to follow this black line, and we've programmed it using a microbit website. If you want to see it, maybe you can search it. Try to look for microbit. And maybe that's all. Let's moving on to the next one, walkway. So walkway, it's an IoT or maybe semi IoT software. And here I'm picking the weather station project as my personally maybe best project on walkway. So we got C language here. It's a scripting. Wow. So we're using some script here. And here ESP32, one of the chip that time, but it got replaced with other one. And we get DHT22. What's the function of this project? The DHT, or this sensor, will give us some information, either the humidity or what's near that things. And as you can see here, there's going to be some white bar here or white things, and this DHT will give some information into the ESP, and the ESP will give the information here. And what's the information? About the humidity stuff. Next, the next 8th grade project, it's parallax video. So this is the next 8th grade project that I like, parallax video. We are making it inside a software that maybe you already know that it's a CapCut. So CapCut, everyone knows this app, of course. So maybe I'm just going to explain what is parallax. Let's make some orientation here. So I got my left hand here and my right hand here. Example, these things, both of these things is an image. So how to make those image looks real? By doing a parallax stuff. So one of them will go bigger, and the other one will go smaller and will move into the right place. So it will make the effect, or maybe manipulate our mind to think that the image is moving. But exactly, of course, it's moving. And it will look real. Next, this one is not parallax video. It's photopy digital manipulation. So this is digital manipulation. What is digital manipulation? So an image that we create using a photopea. It's not a Photoshop, but it's a photopea. So an image that we create just to manipulate other guy to think it was real, but the truth, it was not. That's all for 8th grade project. So let's move into the next project. So we got 9th grade project. What's on 9th grade project? The first one, it's going to be the radio application. So almost all of 9th grade project start from Codular. Maybe most of the slide here is going to be a Codular project. Why? Because we got only a few SKL here. So the first memorable project that I make, on my opinion, is radio application. It's from Codular, and it's a software. So before that, what is Codular? Maybe you guys will saw this logo a few minutes after this. So to make you all not confused and maybe got some basic knowledge about what's Codular, I'm going to explain it now. So Codular basically just a software. You can use it either on web or maybe application, I don't know. So just imagine you like some webs and application lah. You like some application and you don't know how to create it or maybe start it to making it. So we got Codular here. It's a really simple software to create other software. You got what I'm saying, right? So a website that can create an app. That's what it means. Codular. What a nice application. Next, I'm going to explain what is radio application. So here, one of my Codular project is radio application, and the main function of it, it's basically someone who really enjoys to listen into some radio, and it focus on Islamic and religious thing. So we got two channel here that is really working. First, it's the Roja stuff, Roja TV. If you all know that, that's great. And if you click this button, if I'm not mistaken, I'm putting Juice 30, whole Juice 30 Morotal inside it. So it's great. Maybe that's all about radio application. So let's moving on into Find My Age apps. So what is Find My Age apps? To be honest, it's a useless apps on my opinion. So it, of course, made from Codular. So what the main function of Find My Age apps? So if you really forgot how old are you now, you can use this app. So how it works? First, we got title here, and we got next image. This unknown image means you haven't put anything yet, and you can type your age, type your birth date, and you can click this find out your age, and then the application going to show you with its own mathematics system how old are you now. Maybe that's all about Find My Age. Next, calculating app. So this is the most complex Codular project that we've been created. So it's called calculating app. It's not only one or maybe 2-3 page, but we got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 8. We got 8 page plus this one, so 9. So overall we got 9 page, or maybe even more. So maybe 9 plus, more than 9 page, only for a Codular apps. What high school created. So it's kind of crazy to imagine. So how it works? First, we got calculator. So no need to explain it. You all going to understand what is calculator. And square. As you can see here, the calculator just got a few friends here. Square, rectangle, triangle, rhombus, and parallelogram. So what if we click one of those guys? For example, we click the triangle. So it will move into the next screen and will show us the triangle face here. After that, on top of it is going to be title and a mathematics system about how to count triangle. That's all. but it's complicated. That's one of the 9th grade project. Let's moving on into tech Bitqua app. So it's a software. You guys can see it's a different software. It's Flutter. So it's full scripted, no drag and drop stuff. So we need to learn the Flutter, Dart code before we're going to create it. But with the help of AI, it's all makes sense that Flutter, it's maybe no that project, no that language, no that if we got AI. So Bitqua app, a full scripted project, and so how it, just let's moving on how this application works. So overall we got 5 page here. This is the main page. So we got doa, zakat, jadwal sholat, video kajian, and the other stuff. And under those things we got inspiration or inspirasi on Indonesia. And basically inspiration is just some daily motivation poster. So next, let's moving on to doa. So what if we click one of those button? Example, we click zakat. So the function of zakat is to calculate. So in Islamic rules, we got some rules also for zakat. And if you all doesn't even know how the zakat rules work on Islam, it will help you a lot. For example, you click this and it will show us some calculation. How much zakat do we need to spend each year or maybe each month, I don't know. Next is the final project. So the last IT stuff that we're going to explain is the final project. And I'm picking Internet of Things here. So it's Arduino. As you can see, different software again. So we get Arduino here. To be honest, we got a few options to pick for this final project. And I'm picking Internet of Things. Why I'm picking this thing? Because challenging maybe. So we got 5 or maybe even more. First, Flutter, Scratch, a website, and IoT, and one more, I forget what is it. But I'm picking this thing. Okay. So enough for the nonsense stuff. Let's moving on. What is demo final project Telegram walk? So for my final project, we name it Signal. So what is Signal? It's security based on home. So we're using a phone and we can make sure that our home is safe. So we got ultrasonic sensor here. So what the ultrasonic sensor is going to do? Every time an object just moves in front of this sensor, it will send the information into the chip. So we're using ESP8266 here. And after that, the chip going to transfer those things into the Telegram here, Telegram, and we can check it by our phone. So, which being said, we can make sure our home secure just from our phone. That's an innovation, what we call innovation. So let's be quick and enough for IT. Let's moving on to English project. So this is all of my English project. And let's start from the very beginning. So we got introduction here. This is a 7th grade project. And this is my really my first idea and video that I have uploaded. And it's introduction. First day as student, as you can see. So this is my face when I was 7th grade. So basically it's just a video that introduce you all who is me, like I'm Raya and the other stuff. Next, so on English project we got Islamic speech. So it's motivational things that we do daily. Daily. All of us will stand proud by themselves and deliver some amazing quotes or maybe amazing motivational speech in front of us, and everyone got their turn to do it. And this is me doing the speech. If I'm not mistaken, it was me when either 9th or 8th grade. And if we see from the uniform here, it's a Tuesday. So I'm delivering it in Tuesday. Next. So what is the next English project? It's IT tutorial. So this is a really first IT tutorial that I've done. It's a 32 minutes video, and it's about Google site, how to create blah blah blah. And in this picture, I'm creating some Google site project, and it's the school website. So maybe just that. Let's moving on into the next. So we got 1, 2, 3, and this is the fourth. So the fourth thing that I'm going to explain is conversation. So at IDN we got conversation and Kyle also, and it's about daily speaking. So this is when me still at the LA, not Los Angeles, but Lembur Anyar. Here I've got two friends that will be my partner in this conversation. The first is Aubrey and Umar. Yo, what's up, Umar? So maybe just that. Next, storytelling. This is one of the projects that we oftenly do also, storytelling. Maybe it's included into mini contest. And here I've explained one of the story of a few good guys in this world. Maybe it will be a really beneficial one. Next, podcast. So here is the podcast that I've done with Ariki, that guy. Yes. And here, as you can see here, it's a podcast about morning activity. And we're doing it on 7th grade, if I'm not mistaken. So moving on into the next one, it's mini contest. So what is mini contest? So weekly on IDN we got some mini contest here. And what's the mini contest about? It's depending on what the schedule the teacher got. So example here, it's a breaking news HD blah blah blah. It's a news anchor mini contest. So here in this image, I'm delivering my news anchor stuff, and it's fun, I guess. And next thing, English night talk. The next one is English night talk. So weekly we got English night talk. Start from 7 till 8, 9. So we got our turn here to do this thing. But when we are still 7 and 8th grade, it will be combined. Why? Because maybe 7th grade got no idea what is English night talk, and their senior, the 8th graders, will explain what English night talk about. And moving on into 9th grade, because we already got a few experience, so we're going to do the English night talk by ourselves. With our own class. Next is short movie. So this is my really first short movie that it got cancelled by my own teacher. It's about friendship. So here we got a few guys doing short movie. In this image, I got a few partners here. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be 4. Aubrey, Eru, me, myself, and Sabir. So the topic in this short movie, we are talking about friendship with some beneficial things inside. And next, vocabularies. So the next thing that we're going to do inside the English project is vocabulary. When I was still 8th grade, we love to doing this kind of stuff. Maybe overall we got around 20 or even more vocabulary video that we upload into our channel, and it's one of them. If I'm not mistaken, I'm doing the vocabulary GIF. GIF vocabulary task. So what is vocabulary things? So our teacher just sent us some tasks. Example, per vocabulary topic, we got 9 vocabulary there, and we need to memorize all of them and give the example and say what the meaning on Indonesia. That's all for vocabulary. Moving on into the next one is presentation. So it's a common things to do on IDN presentation. As you can see here, I'm doing the presentation also. So even you're still 7, 8, or 9, even 7 grade lah, I then will push you to do the presentation because it's the daily SKL for us for doing the presentation. Maybe that's all about the explanation. Let's moving on to teacher of the day. So teacher of the day, it's another weekly program that IDN has. So basically, one of the student going to do this stuff and going to explain about what their topic about. Sorry if you guys didn't understand. Next is practical exam. So this is my practical exam when I was still 8th grade. And what we do now, or what did I do that time, is by explaining some image. And the last one is, not the last. So the next one is interview. This is the 9th grade project that I'm doing previous semester. So the teacher just interviewed us with some question. And the last one is last project. So I got last project on 9th grade. Actually, this is the last, but so the project before the last one. So what this thing about? So it's the combined video or the mix between interview and favorite project. So done for English. Let's moving on into Dinia. So to make things quick, I'm just going to explain what is this. So 7th grade, all year, of course, we got some project. And the first year, I've got some poster dakwah. And I'll explain here what is dakwah. And to make things faster, let's move on to the next, Arabic hiwar. Of course, we're going to have some hiwar or conversation on English. And we're talking with Arabic language. Next, Sirah Nabawiyah. Here, I just absent into the class and I just telling the story inside my room. And next, poster hadith. So, obey your leader. That's what the topic I'm talking about. And next, 10 hadith popular. This is when I was still 7th grade and I explained about 10 hadith that I just memorized that time. Moving on into the next one. So 8th grade project, another poster hadith. So this another poster hadith that I've been created. 4 words that Rasulullah loved more than everything else, more than everything that the sun. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, so the main point we are talking about 4 words that Rasulullah really loved. Next, poster akidah. Here I'm going to talk about malaikat. And moving on to the next, Salat Gerhana. This is a mind mapping fikih. And next one, 8th grade project, Perang Uhud. It's a sirah video. So I'm creating some motion graphic here. Arab hiwar. So it's an 8th grade project. And another Arab hiwar, like conversation, but we're using the Arabic language. And next 9th grade project, here I've got poster akidah again, another poster akidah. And this time I'm creating dilarang menghina agama stuff. And next we got mind mapping again. And this mind mapping, it's about, it's not dilarang menghina agama, but it's about how to bury the dead. Next, poster adab. So I explain here that we need to prioritize our manners than our knowledge. Next, video tajwid. So we got video tajwid here, and I teach the viewers about hukum or the rules of nun sukun and tanwin. And next, video sirah. It's a new escalate I have done. So I explain about how Rasulullah wafat at the time. Okay, so that's all. And next, my experience to make things faster. What is my experience? So I've got IDN teaching here, and I will spotlight the Purwokerto one because that's great experience. Next, leadership camp. It's just 2 days after we're entering IDN, and they already sent us into the mountain. And this is the Salak mountain. It's when we were still 7th grade. Next one is business survival. I've got the photo of it. Next, IT camp. I've become one of the IT camp mentor at the time when I was still 8th grade. And it's a good experience in my opinion. Next, EduRes. So what we're going to do at EduRes, So we got 100K from our teacher, and with anything that come to our mind, we need to reach the EduRace final destination, and it's Lampung. And of course, all of us succeed. And the next one, 7th and 8th grade, one of the memorable things that I've experienced is Tadabur Alam. So here, why it's really memorable on my opinion, because we just visit our first place before we're coming into this school. It's the Lembur Anyar, and we got some campfire stuff there. That's great. And my next experience is IDN competition. Here is crowned the 9th contest robot Nusantara, and it's an international one, so why not? I like it. Then the next, if I'm not mistaken, it was on 8th grade, and it's a volcanic volcano event. So another mountain stuff that we are doing here inside IDN. And the next mountain that we visit, it's the big mountain, you know, Gunung Gede, and we're doing some Quranic stuff there. Next, canyoning. So what is canyoning? So we got some waterfall here, and what we do next, as you can see here, there's going to be some ping rope. So we're just going down from that waterfall. That's all. And next, cave exploration. These things happen when we're still 8th grade. So it's still inside Bogor. And what is cave exploration? Of course, we explore the cave. Oh, that's all. And I've got only 2 certificates to show, because the maximum amount of slides that I need to submit is only 60, and it's more than that. So I've got the 100 Canva design, and next my Git certificate, and closing. So thanks. Thank you very much for your attention. I appreciate that. I'm Ghazwan and let's close the door. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.